Hey, everybody listening at home. Did you notice that the theme song sounds a little crisper, a little cleaner this time around? Thank you. Well, guess what, everybody? I'm not using my phone to play our music anymore. I finally found it on YouTube. So thank you
something that as you started doing is like, oh yeah, why did we think of that 4 months ago?
Because
you just like holding your phone against the microphone.
Well, it's because that involves like some thinking, some like ability to come up with a good idea.
We play other music on that computer throughout the show. I never thought to like pull the theme song up.
Yeah. Well, we figured it out now.
Good. No,
we figured it out now. It's been weeks and weeks of having bad solutions for a solvable problem, which means it's time for another episode of Effin Rager. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Connor Clifton, joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, Ned Gale. Ned, how the heck are you?
Shucks, lovely. I'm doing good. This is a long Monday, but it was an easy Monday.
It was a really easy Monday.
Yeah.
The boss was gone.
And it felt nice outside today. I woke up to the rap-tapping of rain on my window.
Yeah, it was a very easy drive, both to work and from work for me.
For real.
Ooh, that's traffic. Now, tell me, how was your freaking weekend?
The freaking weekend was loaded and lit.
You did a lot.
I'll tell you. Friday night, Swimmer Department played a show over at Darwin's Pub. We did a music video recording.
Ooh.
A lot of friends of the show there. I won't name any of them.
If you were in that video, you call in.
Yeah, call in. Get your credit. No, that video is going to be dropping on November 1st with our brand new single, At the Pool.
Ooh,
very excited.
Cool.
Just saw the footage recently. It got me.
I did too.
Stoked
it
as
rules.
Hell. Yeah. And then Saturday, where'd you go? You went to...
I was in Dallas.
Yeah, checking out
the
an
Dirty
art show.
D.
Yeah.
I checked out an art show. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool. I got to see my old college roommate. We had a lot of fun reconnecting. Then we went to a bar called Lee Harvey's. How disrespectful is that? Just in Dallas, of all places.
Respectful to him.
I guess they really hated JFK to just name a bar after the guy who offed him.
Well, is the bar...
Allegedly. One of the guys. I see our guest nodding along. I guess we'll get into that soon enough.
Was the bar crappy? Like maybe they just opened like a bar to disrespect the name?
The bar was cool. The layout was really nice. It kind of reminded me of Moon Tower.
Okay.
But they did have a David Bowie cover band that was not great. The guy tried really, really hard to sing like David Bowie exactly. So instead of it, he was just a David Bowie impressionist, really, and he wasn't even good. He kept doing like, "Love Man," and it didn't work. It did not work for him. What'd you do Saturday?
Saturday, hung around. I went to the Orange Show for a little bit.
Cool
old spooky place. And then I did Cannes Film Festival.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
It was good.
Great.
Yeah, showed a bunch of our old sketches.
Yeah, they hold up.
Yep. Sure.
They're quality. They're top notch.
And they went great, and you can find those on Vimeo. I'll plug that later, maybe. I don't know. Cool. And then friend of the show, Jade and Maria, had their birthday.
They had a big old party.
And that was great.
It was fun. We got to see everybody. Then Sunday, we shot something. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, we shot a new trailer for Spooky Stand Up that's going to be at the end of the month. We got Andrew Love, Cody Egger, Antoine, and me as the cast.
All friends of the show.
All friends of the show. And then we had Nick and Ned behind the camera. And it's going to be great. I saw some of the footage. I think you guys are really going to enjoy what we got for you this year. And we'll get more into that as the show goes on.
Yeah.
After that, I just kind of thought about how for so long we've been collaborating with all these different performers, and we have this show that, you come onto the show, you're a friend of the show, and more often than not, we have friends of ours onto the show to be friends of the show.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this comedy stuff with our friends for a really long time, and more often than not, we find ourselves at a nice, cozy little club called The Secret Group.
Oh.
And our guest today, speaking of The Secret Group, is a comedian who performs there, and is the GM of the club itself. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Stephen Brandau. Hey, Steven.
Wow. Hello.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
Yeah,
we're happy to have you. Long overdue,
Yes.
honestly. We've collaborated before, so you should have been here earlier. That's on me.
I've been continually insulted. And
what grudges are you holding right now?
endless grudges. I'm about to drop a bunch of F-bombs. No,
Well, it doesn't help that every week I message Brandau to say, like, by the way, you're not on my show again.
Hey, just a reminder.
Yeah. So how was your weekend, man?
good. I should have thought about that when y'all were talking about your weekends. I don't know. I've been I turn in a lot earlier these days, but I actually got up early to go to a pumpkin patch.
Ooh.
It's that time of the year.
It is.
And my girlfriend was like, we need to go to a pumpkin patch. And I'm a big NFL fan, so I watched football on my phone while we selected pumpkins to take pictures of our cats in costumes in front of, because that's what you do when you have cats and
pumpkins and cats. Yeah.
yeah. So look
did you
for those.
Carve the pumpkins pre-cat or anything, or is it just like straight cats on pumpkins?
So
I don't want to spoil this photo for people waiting for it.
So far, no photos have been taken. Actually,
Okay.
We just, because of this. I guess this was yesterday. We
came
home with the
This is
pumpkins and
fresh.
gourds. Yeah. Fresh pumpkin. Part of it too was that my girlfriend looked it up, and apparently you can feed cats pumpkin.
Oh.
She was like, "This is going to be a delicious treat for the cats."
Huh.
So we're gonna cook pumpkin for the cats.
That sounds great.
How you guys going to cook it?
I don't know. Fire.
Ooh.
Classic
all right.
heat treatment. Yeah.
Pumpkin flambe. It sounds pretty good. All right.
Roasted.
So you work at a comedy club that's also a bar. Sometimes you get people in there who aren't comedians, don't know how to conduct themselves in front of the GM. So you deal with a lot of parties. You throw a lot of parties.
Yeah, we do throw a lot of parties.
How is it bringing a non-comedy aspect into a comedy club? Do you all consider yourselves a comedy club?
Well, so I mean, we opened it. We're multi-purpose. We opened to be a comedy first venue, but especially when when we first opened up, like, people didn't really know. Oh, hey, you can go there any
Just any day.
any day to see a good comedy show. So it was bringing a lot of bands in, and then DJ. Like, still our bread and butter is 90s dance night every single Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is lots of fun. Big party.
That
party night.
Every single time I come out, because I'll be there like early for a show. Come out, I was like, all right, couple people dancing. Like, I'm gonna go dance after the show, and then I'll walk out after the show, packed to the freaking gills.
300 people just every single Saturday night.
300 people in that room. Cool.
Super fun. Super fun.
Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, it's just now of course we have our separate room, the box, which now is separate enough that we can simultaneously have the 90s dance night, but also have late night comedy going on, which has been really nice.
Somebody recently asked me, what's the comedy club next door to Secret Group? and I was like, they've done it. They've made a whole new venue.
Let me tell you, I think the box is just so damn cool.
Yeah, I love the box.
From when it first started, and then the redesign. The redesign is perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great venue.
We've even had music in there, and people love the sound.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a really excellent sound, really nice and intimate setting. And
have you guys done bands since you've done the flip?
yes, we've had a couple of
I haven't heard
bands.
that yet. I'm really
very,
excited.
very good. Yeah, they've been good.
Well,
Man, that's super cool.
Yeah,
my surf band played in that old room, and because it's so like reverby and echoey in there, we're all clean toned. It was perfect. Like, you get that natural reverb.
You played in the box before it got redesigned?
Yeah.
Wow.
Total Nightmare played there like December 2 years ago with shopping.
Ooh,
It was tight.
cool.
Yeah.
So you've been thrown all these parties. You've managed all these parties. I want to know. That's work. I want to know about how you party for pleasure.
Talk about play.
Man,
What is your party style, man? What sounds like a party to you? Define a party.
so I do like to drink.
Okay.
Oh man, that's
All
I do.
right.
You're
I
in
do a
good
bit
company.
of that. I don't typically. I don't go to too many dry parties. I went to a dry wedding once. Oof, that was just no fun.
Was it religious?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think most weddings are.
That's a good point.
But yeah, it was but it was a little extra religion in there.
Okay. Okay.
A little lame. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I like I don't know, good friends, good food. I'm a big foodie. I like cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I like having.
I've seen on your social media, I think on your Instagram you only post food.
That's all I do.
Yeah, which I found very funny when I first discovered it. I was like, all right, maybe Brandau's got some stuff like, it's just really good looking food. No jokes, nothing, just food.
No. There's like maybe one where I like found like I went to a pizza place and it was like hot piz sauce, and I was like, that's hilarious. Gotta post that to the gram. Gotta post that to the gram. But otherwise,
going nowhere, buddy.
Otherwise, it is it's all food.
What kind of stuff do you like cooking?
Oof, I cook a lot of I recently, my girlfriend got me an air fryer for my birthday in July.
What the hell is an air fryer?
It's great.
I've heard of a hair dryer, but
it is a hair dryer.
Wait, what?
I swear that's what it is. It sounds like a hair dryer. It's a hair dryer with a timer and an enclosure. So you put wings or whatever in it, and it just hair dries them until they're nice and crispy and cooked through. And
this is raising the hair on the back of my neck. That sounds awesome.
Honestly, like I do. Wings are great in it. They come out crispy and great. Did frozen mozzarella sticks are easy. Did like Brussels sprouts. You never have like you go to a good restaurant and they have like the crispy Brussels sprouts. You make that at home, like.
How
15 minutes.
How much was this
where'd
air
you get one of
fryer?
these?
I think she got like $40 or something. Like Marshalls, like marked down from 60. You know, you get one of those sweet deals in Marshalls.
Guys, just a reminder: there is at Effin Rager on Venmo.
Yeah.
Couple donations away.
One of those air
Create the content you want to watch. We'll cook on air.
So I mean, a party with an air fryer. I haven't been to. Maybe I gotta host one.
Have you ever been
An
to
air
like a
fry
fry party, like a deep fry party?
No.
My friend
You
had
bring
one.
it, we fry it.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
And, like we just brought Oreos over, fried some Oreos. Some people brought candy bars.
That's disgusting.
I watched you fry an Oreo in chicken batter. one
Yeah,
time.
that's what Okay, hang on.
Somebody like brings fish. You're like, you're frying that after everyone else.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Because, yes, I have fried an Oreo in chicken grease before. It's good. It came out great.
It tasted like chicken.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It tasted like chicken.
Sweet and savory. It's
truly.
important.
It really was. I nailed it.
Which we thought the lemon Oreo was going to be like lemon chicken, and it turns out it just tasted like crap.
It was so bad. Okay, so you really like cooking. That's a good party for you. Let's take it back. Let's get in the way back machine. Do you remember your very first party?
Ooh. I remember a New Year's Eve party.
Okay.
That I was pretty young, and it was New Year's, and I had just gotten Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo. I got Super Nintendo and Donkey Kong. That was my Christmas gift, and it was a New Year's party, and me and my friend, we were like, it's friggin' New Year's. We're gonna beat Donkey Kong. And we played for like 4 hours straight, which I'm sure all the adults who were just getting drunk in the front were like, those kids love this Donkey Kong. It's fantastic. They're just,
I gotta get my kid Donkey Kong.
But I remember just like really intensely being like, we're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it before the New Year. And I don't think we beat like the second level.
That
we
game
were
is
bad.
So hard.
It was very difficult, especially for probably. I mean, I'd be taking a wild guess, but it's probably 8 or something. 8-year-old's not good at video games.
No, they are not. You don't think to read the game manual, because that's where they keep all the content.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine being 8 years old and getting Legend of Zelda for the first time? You had no idea what the hell to do.
Hey, I should be walking around in circles.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of fun.
All right.
No idea. Concept of strategy. Like. You're 8, 2 years ago you didn't realize that other people had thoughts. You're not going to,
That's true.
You're going to jump on someone's back to get up something.
Yeah, totally.
I think the only thing I was good at when I was 8, like undeniably good at, was Connect 4. Because like I had grown bored of tic-tac-toe and I just wanted a challenge. But chess I couldn't do well at all. I could beat one of my parents. I won't reveal which one, but I kicked their ass all the time.
Find out at the end of the episode which parent.
Yeah, but with Connect 4, I was unbeatable. And I think that's about as smart as I am now. Are there any games that you're like... Have you
Like, what's your
revisited
game?
Donkey Kong Country?
I want to... I think I did, and I played it one time a few years ago, and I remember being like, "What was the level we were stuck on?" And I feel like I was playing it, and very quickly I was like, "This looks like the level we were stuck on," and then suddenly I was on like levels past that, and I was like, "Oh man, I didn't get very far in that game."
If you didn't beat that level, you would have like Jumanji'd yourself like into Donkey. You would have been stuck there.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds fun. A lot of bananas.
It would have been New
A lot
Year's
of
again.
crocs,
I've been like, "Oh man, I'm stuck in this party forever."
Until you beat the game.
8-year-old Donkey Kong.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I got a deep fry update from a friend of the show, Jack Killen here. He says at the state fair, I hear that they now have a burnt ends deep fried burrito.
So it's just a burrito
It's
made
just
out of burnt ends?
Well, no, I think they burn the ends of it and dip it in and fry it. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that sounds
This is
great.
too
Jack,
much.
Jack, you always waste time on the show.
Jack called the stuffed wings, and they turned out to be real.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've met Jack. Is he related to Ronnie Killen and the whole Killen family? Just because he
Oh, no.
brings up barbecue, I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like burnt
he
ends.
wishes.
That wouldn't surprise me,
He
though.
really wishes. Jack he's just a friend of ours. I don't know. You do know him.
Yeah, he was on
He was on Spooky
he was
Santa
on
last year.
The debate
Let's Settle
show.
It.
Oh,
debate
yeah.
show.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
which
We were
we've had
talking
too.
about
Yeah.
that.
It's a fun show.
It was a fun show.
I need to bring it back. I just got busy.
Oh, you're telling me. We've been slammed with stuff. It was fun.
I've been trying to start a ska band for like 10 years. I'm just like, busy.
Yeah, he can't get 7 people together. You know, that show sure was fun. Let's settle it. Wouldn't it be great?
What a segue.
I mean, look, I'll say this about you, Brandau. You really care about the scene. Every week, you make a Facebook post within the secret group saying, like, hey, link me to your shows. And I'm making a big Reddit post. Even if it's not at the secret group.
Yeah.
Even if you have nothing to gain from, even if it competes.
Yeah. I was going to say, because if it was only shows of the secret group, they would delete my post on Reddit because it's self-promotion. So I mean, all actions ultimately are selfish, but,
It's still cool. I mean, you put it out there.
Oh,
You
yeah, for sure.
advertise a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. And it's good for the scene, right? For
Yeah.
the scene.
It is, yes. Now,
So
You also- go ahead.
You constantly keep it fresh too. Like that's one of the things I like about Secret Group is there are some
Yes.
staple shows that are weekly. Like what is it down? Just going down the line. What is the Monday show?
Well, so Monday
Monday's
rotates a
kind of
little
a
bit.
toss-up, yeah.
Well, Gay Shame Parade, and
Yeah.
then Joke Trivia. So tonight is actually Joke Trivia, which is
Joke
Dave Vance's
Trivia.
show.
See, I haven't been to Joke Trivia yet. Can you?
I've been a couple of
explain
times.
that real quick?
I really enjoyed the one time, the one time I played, sat there and played because I won. And,
That feels
and I
good.
just got to be like, House wins.
Suckers.
I was like, there was a $50 bar tab up for grabs. Guess what? Nobody gets it.
do you just guess people's punchlines?
Well, so Joke Trivia, it's like it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but everybody gets a wild card. So there will be a question or a prompt, and everybody submits answers. She reads the answers, and it's
so
anonymous.
It's no one's. Yeah, okay. Oh,
and
I
then
love that.
and then they select some, and so over and over, I just kept walking up and being like, "Ha again," and everyone's like, "Oh," and I was like, "I have 8 rounds won now. Who the closest has 2? Like you guys suck."
What are you guys doing? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a really fun event. Joke Trivia. That's I think bi-weekly, and then the other bi-weekly shows Gay Shame Parade. And then we also have random other trivias, but then we have Trash Flavored Trash as our regular Tuesday show, followed by Pass the Mic Open Mic, which is supposed to be the host list open mic. I haven't been there. I hear it is rough.
That sounds like chaos.
Then on Wednesdays we have $2 bill, $2 comedy show. This week we actually don't have it because we have Paul Odo in town.
Oh, yeah, he's doing his one-man
I
show.
am seeing that. I'll see Astros highlights later. Paul Odo is fantastic.
Yeah.
And he's doing like a one-man show that he's been putting together that I hear is really, really good. So that's going to be in the box at 8. And then Hump Night, which is Victor Tran's new show. That's been
That's
going on all
right.
week.
Yeah.
That's every Wednesday. That's a great show. Thursdays, we got an open mic. We also have Feudal Society does the improv show.
Yeah.
You don't need to bring
It's
that one
going
up.
okay.
And then pretty much every weekend, besides the late shows, we rotate in programming on the weekends that are, whether it's a crowd work show, a diversity show. we just had Drew Holloway did Yes We Canned, the only show with guaranteed laughter, where he played a laugh track at everyone's punchline.
Did you go to that show?
I didn't.
I'm so curious about it. I love that idea.
I heard it was wild. It kind of, I think it, I don't know. It sounds really funny. I can only like imagine dynamics that would arise. Like even if the comic isn't doing well, it doesn't matter. They feel good about it because like they're like, I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I imagine no one like necessarily bombs, which could be like. I bet the second half of everyone's set was pretty good because they were just like riding on the good energy.
Yeah.
But also, was Drew running the laughs?
He was.
See, I feel like he would just stick him wherever.
Yeah, he would interrupt people.
If
anyone heckled, he'd give them applause.
And then actually, I heard that the computer he was running the laughs on crashed. So then, for the last couple comics, he just laughed into the microphone he had in the back.
That's awesome.
So,
I actually
yeah.
like that better.
Just Drew, just
That's supportive.
That's great. Yeah.
So, you always have different shows.
Yeah, you've always got new programming.
Sometimes we see you make posts in the group as well as, not along.
We are always looking for
You're
new
always
homegrown
looking
shows.
for new shows.
You know, because people love. Nobody wants just a stand-up showcase. They want to go, ooh, that sounds cool.
They actually want
current
it.
events, politics. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
it
cool.
does.
Those aren't cool.
Well, so here's,
Current
Well,
events and
okay,
politics.
so
here's the thing.
But
so our first one. Why don't you pitch it?
Okay, so this one is called Jokes on the Water.
Okay,
now,
do you think? Can you hear the theme song already?
dun 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 dun.
It's on the water.
Ha ha! Like that's the the thing.
Yeah, then it turns into that.
Now,
Pump it louder.
now, Ned, this was your pitch.
Yeah, Jokes on the Water. So I misnamed it already. It should be called Jokes in the Water. So there's a tank of water on the stage and a contact mic against the aquarium. Jokes have to put their head in the water, and they have to get their punchline out before they run out of air. Now, I think this is going to help tighten up a lot of people's sets.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just assumed that it was like a dunking booth or something.
Yeah, that
Jokes
doesn't
on-
make any sense. Wait, you guys had oh no, you had the... At one of the Come and Take It's, you had like an insult booth that was like the dunking booth or whatever.
Well, we've had the dissing booth.
Dissing
The
booth.
dissing
that's
booth.
it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to bring that
better,
back.
That was
pun.
fun.
Yeah, people really enjoyed
Victor
that.
Tran really gave it to me one year.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I got another one here. Now, you care about the scene. I also know you care about local business. So you need to partner with some places around the area. So I've got Joke Bowl, where you guys do comedy at the Poke place around the corner, and the tagline is, "Come see comedy inside Seaside for Joke Bowl, Poke Bowls." That's it.
And it has a Pokemon Go tie-in. Too.
Yeah, you can get a rare Pokemon
Yeah,
at the thing.
it's a Joke stop.
Yeah, it's Jokemon Go to the Bulls.
The secret group does have 2 Pokestops and a gym.
Whoa, I did not know
we're
that.
very Pokemon centric. That's actually.
Do you have to apply for that?
Luckily,
You guys got
the building,
idea fund.
the building we inhabit, just used to have a bunch of street art on it that was notable enough that the original Pokemon people made them
hell yeah.
Pokestops,
Ooh.
and so there used to be a big
I guess I didn't think about that.
armadillo on the side of the building, painted by Anant Ronan, who's I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she's a fantastic, hyper-realistic local street artist that unfortunately we had to paint over because we had to put some doors in and water meter and all sorts of stuff. But that is still a Pokestop. It's actually the gym. It's a armadillo mural or whatever. And,
Ooh.
So, I guess I didn't think about that. Do they have someone driving around like a Google car choosing Pokestops? Or Pokestops, I should say.
yeah, Pokestops.
I'm still on the Poke joke.
Yeah.
They my understanding is they recently actually added an update where because they added True Anomaly Brewing, which is a brand new brewery across the street from us, and luckily they have not erased our Pokestops because that would be bad for business.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Is
All
that
right.
is that 70% of your business?
No, it's mostly Pokemon players. just
Yeah. Okay.
coming in.
So a couple other ones. Okay. Yeah. This is actually kind of a play on Drew's show from this weekend. So yes, we canned laughter. It's guaranteed laughs.
Yeah.
Let's go a step further. This one's called the ghastly ones. You lock the doors, and then there's laughing gas in the theater.
Yeah.
Everyone will laugh at everything. Even the comics are having a good time.
Yeah. It's
Can you
forced
remember the
laughter,
last time
man.
the comics had a good time?
Ugh. Usually only in the green room.
Okay. All right. Now, if this one, if that's not up your alley, how about hostages? You just no gas, but you have a gun on stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get some laughs.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think
This could
about
be a
it?
main room. It really just depends on the sample size.
I
of
have been
people.
getting into guns.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But I think it is a felony to have one in the bar.
All right. Well, we got a lot of other ideas here.
Yeah, don't want a legal hostage situation.
This one kind of is what we're doing right now. It's called crowd work, but the crowd works on our set for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're pitching jokes, and you're telling us that doesn't work, or hey, you know what's a good punch up?
You buy your tickets online, and then you get an email immediately, and it's like, hey, try to punch these up between now and Saturday.
I will, and
a
give me your
living
Twitter
Google
handle,
Doc. Yeah.
because I'll shout you out at the end of it.
Thanks for buying tickets. Now here's homework.
Yeah, exactly. But people want to see their jokes on stage.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch one more, and then I'll pass this over to Ned here, because he's got some really good ideas on here too.
Sure.
All right, Zod was on here last week, and he talked about some of the shows he's done, including his big one, Bad Idea.
Uh-huh.
How about Good Idea, aka booking us?
Ooh.
Yeah?
I think that is a pretty good idea.
Your
You guys were
eyebrows
actually-
are getting higher and higher
You guys-
as we go along.
You guys were on our internal calendar, and I was really confused.
Hey, let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
All right,
we-
I'll hit this dump button so fast.
That one was might have been our bad. Okay, what else we got here? Okay. Okay. This one. So you guys have a show there we didn't talk about called Wheelhouse. Can you talk about that real quick? Wheelhouse.
Yeah, so that's Dusty Rhodes hosts that.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny. She does but there's a giant rotating wheel. What are you? A game
wheel.
show wheel.
Yeah,
a game
yeah.
wheel, and click, 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 click. But each of the different sections on the wheel have different stipulations how the comics are supposed to perform their set. So like. One is like they hand the audience members Nerf guns and they are fire Nerf guns while they're doing your set, or they turn all the lights off, or they give you a catchphrase you have to add at the end of every joke.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
So
I like that a lot.
it's pretty good. It's kind of funny when it like improves on the comic set, and you're like, that guy's not that good. It turns out. It's like, who knew that Zod's set was better when he goes, "That's a spicy meatball" every time, you know? Like,
That's gonna make anyone better though.
no.
Have you done that before?
I have. I did. So it's actually a competition between the comics,
Right. Yeah.
And the surefire way to lose that is to get the section called the bomb, where the entire audience, the entire audience is instructed not to laugh, and it is a terribly uncomfortable, painful endeavor for a comic to just be up there and you're like telling jokes, just like, I know this works.
Such a nightmare.
Why won't you laugh? Why?
Oof.
No.
Oh, man. Hey, whatever happened? Are you guys ever going to bring back Nerf fights? I was thinking about that the other day. Someone got a Nerf gun at our office, and I was like, I forgot Secret Group used to be like a battleground.
Andrew, my partner there, Andrew Youngblood, he had a Nerf night thing going for a while where it was like every other Monday, because he had a bunch of Nerf guns because his son is like,
Well, because you got to stock up.
yeah, gotta stock up. Gotta stock up. And so he's like, oh, we'll do this Nerf night thing. And we learned quickly that a lot of the people who came out didn't, but like, you know, we make our money on drinks. And
Right, yeah.
so it was a lot of setup. And then we had to have someone like there to like referee it, you know, to be like, hey, you're not, no, I saw you get hit. Don't act like you're not out. And then like fog machines and lasers and play the Mortal Kombat theme song. Yeah.
You to buy the rights to Sandstorm.
But the whole time people are having fun doing that, they're not drinking. And a lot of the people who come to do that don't drink anyway. They're just like, oh yeah, I got my own blaster. And it's like, whoa, that's too souped up for us, man.
Electronic.
Okay,
I see why. Yeah.
Before we move along, Jack left a comment. Look, Jack, I like what you have to say. It's a good comment. But you need to call in with us the next 5 minutes and pitch it to Brandau.
Oh, it's a show idea. Yeah.
It's a show idea.
Hey,
I read it.
Jack, we're not pitching it for you.
Yeah, you got to call in. You got to call in for it, okay? It's good. Okay, now, Ned, move it on along.
Okay, so Wheelhouse seems like a pretty fun show. We'd all agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
What about Squealhouse? Now, this is a show where comics snitch on other comics. Yeah, so you can sell them out for, like, if they're doing drugs or, like, doing something illegal, like a scam or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, we know there are secret groups.
There are. There are secret extra.
It's
extra
time
layers.
to shine a light
Bring
and
it to
air
the
out
stage.
that dirty laundry and show everybody. So we have a wheel with every comic on it.
Yes.
We spin it. And it's like, Bob, who did he throw under the bus this week? And then you get them back on behalf of whoever is mad at him.
And everyone who gets squealed on is the guest for the next show, so they have their chance to squeal. It's got legs.
Yeah.
We want audience members to know, comic, they're just like us.
I like how it would probably not, like, other comics might be interested. The regular old audience members might just be like, why did I pay for this?
Who's Josh?
Before Joffer moved away. Whoa,
Okay,
Andy Huggins didn't say his prayers last night. Whoa. Oh, no. Just some, holy.
I guess I can cross inside baseball off this list. What else we got? Okay, you guys have Too Soon right now. I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
How about
Earlier I was saying, because that's the politics and current events show, which actually it's a great show. A lot of people come out to. I was making the joke earlier just because I'm like, gosh, politics are bleak right now. I don't know. I was just on that show recently, and in order to make my set funnier, I developed the catchphrase "societal collapse." I was just like, "Hey, everybody, get with me." Anyway,
see, adding a catchphrase at the end of the joke.
It was the only way to make it fresh.
Well, how about not soon enough?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, we take a couple things that have been maybe just forgotten about, and then we lampoon the S out of them.
Bernie Getz? We're coming for you, buddy. I saw the Joker movie, reminded me, he got off a little easy.
Yeah.
It's time for us to make fun of him.
Where's the beef? Where's the 20 minutes on that?
Yeah. So any old thing, we're going to rip it apart. The headlines of yesteryear. All right, we're coming for them.
I like that, yeah.
JFK, more like JK. You're gone.
I feel like
Dude, I just talked about Lee Harvey.
Come on, you're right. Not soon enough. I should have got that joke sooner.
You might have to like give audience members newspapers or something. That it's like, hey, refresh yourselves before the show.
Yeah, and then I'll have to tell them what a newspaper is.
That's another show where they get homework right after
homework.
they purchase
I think
the tickets.
every ticket purchase should just come with homework, even if it's like an activity shape.
Study up.
Okay, do you want to do a couple?
Yeah, I'll do one.
This list is longer than I thought it was.
I'll do one. Okay, you mentioned Gay Shame Parade earlier. How about Straight Pride March? Now, what this is...
I know it sounds bad.
In the month of March...
It's only the month of March.
Mm-hmm.
That show...
Yeah, straight month.
A straight month.
You had to march in a straight line, right? That's what they...
Yes. And then, going off of what we were just talking about, I got a note here. Why don't you just lampoon the news? Why don't you have like a weekend?
No one's
update
tried it
yet. They tried and failed. You have two anchors up top.
Wait, that's Straight Pride March? This is a different
no,
show.
no. This show has no.
We've
name
jumped
yet.
that ship.
Okay, okay, all right.
You were on board.
I'm surprised that joke
you were
made it
on
on the
board with
paper.
Straight Pride March. So
I like
moved
the
along.
idea of a show called Jump the Ship, where it's just
Ooh.
questionable jokes, and at a certain, like, the comic's like, I'm gonna jump this ship, you know, just
Okay.
bailing on a joke after.
New pitch. It's called Jump the Shark Tank. People try to pitch really offensive jokes to the owners of Secret Group, and then you guys ban them if they're too offensive.
yeah.
And so it's like, yeah.
Look, I'll tell you what, I will buy into that joke if you never tell it again. Never show your face around here again.
All right. You also mentioned trash flavored trash.
Oh, yeah, this one's good.
Yeah. We thought about crash flavored crash, where much like the movie Crash, everyone's set crashes together at the end of it.
Yeah, so everyone's going to do like 2 minutes, but like 4 times. And then eventually everyone's on stage at the very... It's like a Herald. It's like an improvised Herald.
okay.
Yeah,
It's like,
but
it's
stand
like
up.
an improv.
Oh.
Can we touch on that?
Improv?
Do you? I mean, you've got one improv show.
We do.
At the Secret Group.
Yeah.
We do.
Which is arguably way too many at this point. No.
Hey, we're finally
Please don't
getting a
cancel
call.
our show.
We're getting a call.
Oh, we're getting a call.
Hey, you're on Effin Rager. You got a pitch for the brands?
Yes, I have a pitch and a consideration for Mr. Steven.
Calling from a noise show? Why do you have an
Yeah.
echo?
Are we on speakerphone?
No, but you guys kind of have that weird feedback
Okay,
thing.
just
but
pitch
it's
the
okay.
show.
I know. Okay, so let me get in the pitch really quick, Steven. Okay, so here's the idea, right? I know the Secret Group is ready for something like absolutely Anise, parentheses, Parker. It's her navigating post-mayor life with a fab cast of Houston Power players. I think you guys need a real audience, a real sitcom. I'm talking about throwing real money in here. And hey, if it takes off, you can sell it to a network.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you can consider it. I'll talk to you soon at the Secret Group. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Didn't even
Okay.
leave a contact name.
Jack is definitely going to corner you next time he sees you at Secret
Yeah.
Group.
I mean, if he knows Anise Parker, that'd be great. I
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing.
He does a great Anise Parker impression.
I feel like he's trying to trick you into giving him a show. He's going to be Anise
He's
Parker.
going to be.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Yeah.
That's usually the word I like to hear after a pitch.
I've got some other ones on here.
I saw one that was coming up. Can I see that?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, yeah, I saw one that's coming up called Off White. Now, we've already probably stepped over the line, but think about this: a show called White Off. Now, this is where several. Oh, thank God! cut me
Hey,
off
you're
this
on
one.
Effin Rager.
Yeah, hi, it's Anise Parker.
Yeah, what's going on, Anise?
Look, I don't know who that guy was that just called, but he's an imposter.
He's a hack. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hack, yeah, that was the word I was going to use. So, no, I completely disavow myself of his idea. But anyway, have I told you all that I went to Rice?
Yes, you call every
Oh my
week about
God.
this.
So we have two people who call in as Anise Parker, and they're currently fighting for who gets to hold the crown
And
on our
Anise
show.
has still not called in, which is
Yeah.
really upsetting.
It
She
all
was
happened
across the glass
she,
one day.
She was on that show once,
Oh my God.
and I was freaking out. And then they make fun of me every week because I give a crap about politics.
Hey, somebody on your show should call into that show.
Oh, it has happened before.
A lot
Yeah.
of people were calling our show thinking they were calling that show, and it was a mess.
So this,
Anyways, the show's called White Off.
so the show across the way, I'll tell you this: it is a show about. It's called Queer Voices, and it is just sharing what the queer experience is like here in the city of Houston. It's a beautiful show. It's won a lot of awards. One of the guys who hosts it, he's the manager of the show. It's great. And our show is about people getting drunk and partying, and they kept calling in, interrupting these beautiful monologues. Be like, yeah, one time I crapped my pants 'cause I was
Queer life.
all right, you guys. We can skip. We can skip White
No, wait,
Off.
I
White
love this
Off,
one. Okay, so There's Off-White. Then we have White Off. Now, Off-White is to showcase a more diverse comedy scene. In White Off, we only have white comics doing the show, but they're competing to be the one white comic in the scene now.
Oh, man.
So
Everyone
now-
else has to quit.
Yeah, instead of having one diverse show, you have one really undiverse show to make all the rest of the shows very diverse.
Wow.
And then once every 2 months, you can crown a new white.
Yeah, we could do away with some of the whites. That's for sure. I assumed it was just going to be like, oops, all whites stand up. Like, because sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
The stand-up demographics are a little bit overrepresented into whites.
I can say that
White men.
as someone who books
As three white men on a
as
show.
three white men.
Yeah.
As three white men. Look, I'll admit that the economy, it's tough sometimes. And when you're booking a show, Lord knows I try every time. And sometimes the pool is just limited. It really is, it's tough. But I do what I can. I'm taking this call.
Only whites in the pool, huh?
Hey, what?
Whoa.
Hang on a second. Hey, you're on Effin Rager.
Hi, yes, I have a pitch. Hotter ones?
Hotter ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eat increasingly hotter hot wings,
Wait a
but
second.
in front of increasingly attractive people.
Ooh. So you don't want to look like a chump in front
So
of
no
them.
comics.
Pull out like the person you had a crush on in high school, but they never reciprocated.
Ooh.
I like it.
Okay.
I don't want to step on Hot Ones' feet.
Well, check this out. I came up with this earlier today.
Yeah, this didn't make it onto the card.
It didn't. And now I realize it was foolish not to put it on the card. You've heard of hot ones. Now try snot ones.
Ooh.
So we just sneeze into your face.
Oh.
Or
not even into your
directly
face.
blow
Yeah,
our nose
is
into your
in
mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And ask you questions about parties.
Oh, wow.
That's really more of a
I want
podcast
to vomit
idea.
just hearing the idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
not a nose job. It's a mucus. So this
Oh.
next show is called Murder Mystery. It's a mystery why that joke didn't murder.
Oh, that was more of a joke than a pitch, I
Yeah,
guess.
okay. Oh, okay,
All
okay.
these pitches are serious.
So now, yeah, most of these are real. So Connor has a show there called You Now Have the Floor, a very fun show. I wanted to pitch one called You Now Have the Door. This is where people are just allowed to leave whenever they want. There's no social contract. If something you don't like happens, you just leave the show.
and comics are
But
not allowed.
for the record, that's actually the policy at all of our shows.
It is, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I think you should really push it for this one.
Please leave.
Yeah.
What else do we got? We have, wait, did we get all of
We
them?
kind of got through all the.
Well, we did have $2 bill.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you have $2 bill.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Come on, man.
It's $1.
Yeah.
Who's got a $2 bill
Are you
on
going to
them?
CC
Let alone
scrap
2
metal?
ones.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then just make the drinks cost like $2.
and I mean, yeah, okay. Anyway, I think that's all of them.
There's some details for a wedding on the other side of this. We could pitch that.
No. So
What if
anyway,
you marry my friends?
here's the thing.
My
Brandau.
girlfriend would not be happy.
5, 6, 7. We just pitched you a bunch of great ideas.
And some very bad.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which one do you like the most? Which one do you think has the most
Can I look?
legs?
Can I remember?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I recall you were a fan of the Straight Pride March. If you want to revisit that one.
No, I think.
And then don't forget Jump the Shark Tank. It's not on there, but it's a real thing I'll probably tweet in an hour.
Oh boy. The ones with the homework, those are good. Yeah, Straight Pride March. That was,
Yes.
You had one for Trey's show.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you know Trey Tutson.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is,
And
good.
he
This is
had
really
the
good.
interruption,
This is
yeah.
gonna be really
He
good.
had the interruption.
This joke is super good. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so Trey got the.
You're gonna have him on the stage.
So we've got the show set up, and
Every
then
comic like comes up and they're up there like doing a.
see what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, the
It's
pitch
just-
was being
we
interrupted.
interrupt each other
Yeah.
for an hour.
I was gonna pitch the.
Which one?
Wait, what was it? I forgot it already.
Oh, great.
It was Interruption with Trey Tutson. It was the Intertutson with Trey Ruption.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so give us an hour. We really beefed it when we couldn't do the show.
If
No,
you
some of those-
actually, if you just let us book an hour, we'll do all of these shows in
yeah.
one night.
Ha 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 hostages. I did like that one.
Yeah.
Great. Then we'll make it a church lock-in, and the kids
think-
can't go anywhere.
I think the way to make it legal is to have knives instead of guns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can bring a knife in a bar?
Yeah, we cut limes with them.
Well,
I was at a
Yeah.
bar one time and saw a knife stuck in the table, and I just instinctively took it out and kept it for 6 years.
Oh.
And someone told me that's extremely bad juju. Is that bad luck?
I don't know. How were those 6 years?
Bad. I'm here, aren't I?
Oh. There you go.
So, look, you probably get a lot of pitches. What is it
No,
like?
you already did this segue.
No, hang on. I have an actual question.
Oh, okay.
An actual question. You get a lot of pitches. We see the post, and everybody throws out an idea. What makes you think this is the winner? This is the one we're running with? Like, what is your process in producing the show from concept to claps?
Well, it's very important that I have a good name.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Joysticks, also
Yeah.
a great name.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed not a lot of credit going to me for getting joysticks out there. Even though I think 3 people pitched it after I did.
Oh
It was
no,
just
no,
the
that was
quickest of the draw.
that was a good one. I really liked Chortle Combat, which I came up with.
I liked that
That's
one a lot,
really
too.
good.
There's a lot of really good names.
There were a
out
number of really good
Yeah.
ones. in there.
I
Unfortunately, the show did not draw the way that we had. Yeah, it was a really good. It was a really good shtick.
It was,
and there were like 15 people there for it. So
Were they all just like booing the comics and wanting to skip to the games already?
it was. I don't know. It was. I didn't catch enough of it. And, it was all right.
So it's got a great name. And then what goes on from there?
Well, we talked through the format. So then, like in the case of joysticks, that was originally it was going to be like, oh, comics do stand up, and then there was going to be like an intermission where all of the audience members would choose which comic they wanted to champion when they played Mario Kart against each other. But then we were like, dude, you really want to do 30 minutes of stand-up and then 20 minutes of watching people play Mario Kart straight? And it was like, no, let's do... So they did Mario Kart off the bat, which then determined the order of the comics.
Oh, I love that.
And then it was a match after each comic.
Yeah.
And then I believe at the end it was the winning comic went against an audience member. And they had an opportunity to win like a bar tab or something.
Where the comics...
And at each round, because when you came into the show, every audience member got assigned a wristband, which went with the corresponding comics color.
Yeah. So you have no choice.
So you have no choice. And then, but each time one of those comics would win, everybody with that color wristband would win a prize.
Oh,
that's really
Man,
cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
And since there were only like 15 people, we didn't have to give that many prizes out.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great.
Because you and I have collaborated on the show before, and we met a couple times to just like hammer out the format and how everything was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I have never... that was stepping outside of the box for me. I've never done anything like that. I've never had to help anyone produce a show or like produce something that I was not like completely mine or my team.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really interesting to see what that process was like. You're good at it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Trying.
I mean, y'all have great shows at the Secret Group.
Yeah, that's where I spend most of my week, I feel like, yeah.
But now, my final question for you. You've heard these pitches. We built your ego up. We know you're feeling good right now.
Oh, yeah.
What's your dream show to throw there?
Ooh.
You got the budget. You got anyone you can cast that you want.
So Connor and Ned.
Yeah. I see a smile.
He's like, I had to cut out mud wrestling right away.
Possibly a comedy cooking show.
Ooh.
We had actually...
Legit ooze from the audience. I love this.
Scotty and I had talked about putting this on at Han's Beer House back when we used to do stuff there. Mm-hmm. But you'd have to have cookware and like multiple portable stoves or grills or whatever. You have to have each contestant having enough stuff, and then you have to have like live camera feeds.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot
Yeah.
going on. You have to have audio commentary, like people discussing it, and then judges, and then you probably also want to feed the audience what they've cooked. You want everybody to try a little bit of it. So you have to have enough time. You have to have like skilled enough people cooking.
Oh, there's so many.
There's a lot of angles to
here.
it, but I think if you had the budget, if you had the time, again the talent behind it, I think you could put together a show that would work. I wonder if you would, and that's again something you would really need to work out the format, brainstorming, because you probably want to incorporate some stand up from the people who are cooking as well. I don't know if you do multiple rounds. I don't know if you do, but incorporating those things together would be interesting.
There's a few of those like cooking class places that I wonder if you could like just book a show there.
Hey, Sir Latab, we're gonna do. Can we do a collab? Collab at Sir Latab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Collab. Sir La collab.
Well, I'm thinking about it, and like the closest I can get is like a murder mystery dinner theater.
I already
kind
made
of
the
thing.
joke, Connor.
Yeah. Anyway, but this one has actual food in it. I don't know. That's a tough
You
one.
poison one person in the audience.
And whoever laughs the hardest gets an antidote.
that was my other murder mystery idea. It's a mystery who will be murdered. It could be anybody.
We had a lot of violent ideas. We had to workshop.
Yeah, after hostages, we had to really turn it back.
Yeah, it got a little dark in our
Oh,
brainstorming
hey, did you
session.
know? Wait, Gordon Ramsay is going to be in town Saturday. This Saturday auditioning, right? Didn't you
Yep.
send me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be auditioning. You should go do some comedy there.
I was thinking about like
Because we talked about going.
Or
I'm going
he's,
to be out
or
of
he's,
town.
or he's going to be seeing auditions.
he's on.
Yeah.
Well, he won't be there. I think.
He'll be there
Probably
live.
not.
But
Probably
his
comms.
show, MasterChef, is having auditions.
He's
here
going to be
in
on
Houston.
Skype.
Yeah.
They have like a smell-o-vision.
I think it'll be more like the dealer in Deal or No Deal, where you see a silhouette and like someone waving at the back of the
Just
room.
the
flicking you
banker,
off.
on the yeah. Oh, the banker's got this deal for you. Gordon Ramsay says you can be the sous chef.
Ooh. But see, my plan is that when I go audition, look, I can do okay in the kitchen. I may not know my spices, but I know how to cook my meats. But I can make a lot of jokes, and I'm hoping to be a controversial character in the show that draws a lot of ratings. And
That's really all they care about.
yes.
No.
Now, last week we had our auditions for Bad Girls Club.
Oh,
or
yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Bad Girls Club.
They're coming to Houston
They're doing
as well.
I
auditions
don't
at
know what
Christian's
that is.
Tailgate.
It's one of those shows
You can
where it's
guess what
like,
it
I'm a
is.
girl, I'm bad,
Oh,
I'm the
bad.
baddest girl,
Ooh.
and then they all live in a house.
And just
And
be bad.
They just be bad. Yeah. I don't know if there's a prize involved. I imagine there is. I can't just be like Jersey Shore. They have to have competition.
I think you're trying to behave.
Who's the baddest?
to get out? Like it's like
Oh.
maybe like Charm School. Maybe I could be wrong.
Wait.
Or Tool,
No.
Tool
are they,
Academy.
Are they trying to be
You're right,
so-
because you could just win by just killing somebody. Being like, I'm the baddest. I'm the baddest. What?
Actually, that's how they canceled Megan Wants a Millionaire. But that's too long of a story to get into.
gosh.
But if you're curious, that's why those VH1 shows went off the air. Somebody murdered someone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, I was going to ask, do you want to audition for a chef? Do you want to do your audition for Master Chef right now?
Oh, right now?
yeah.
Right now,
Do
sure.
you want to show us what you got?
I do have all this raw meat right here.
Okay, we have
perfect.
some music. Do we have music that we can play for
yeah, I'm
this?
trying to think like what would be good for.
Maybe that Who Wants music? Is that on here?
Oh, the lights go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Brandau. You want to cook for us on our show? Show
We
us
have-
what you got.
The most exquisite palates in the world, and we want them tickled.
So I'm gonna start with. I don't have any food here. Oh no!
Eliminated.
Oh man!
I love a conceptual cooking show where it's like you don't have any of the food. You just have to kind of like describe like I guess I put it
was-
on the oven. Like,
I was about to describe. I mean,
If you had
I've
mentioned
been cooking
wings
today.
one more time,
Wow, wings.
I would have put you on the show.
Dang.
'Cause we have a segment that we're running out of time, so we can't do it right now. But we
Yeah.
do. It's called Wing Watch. And we talk about wings here in Houston. And have you been to the Wings of Houston place that just opened up?
On the corner right here.
Where Mango's used to be?
Formerly Mango's, formerly Biscuit Junkie, formerly Padna's.
Anyway, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they look closed already.
Yeah, so let's talk. We don't have to get into Wing Watch, but a quick shout out to the boys of Wings of Houston.
Yeah.
We saw you were closed today, got real worried you were closed down. Saw you were closed for maintenance. We felt relieved, but then you said, we'll be open Monday. So we were once again frightened.
Yeah, not looking
so
good.
Best wishes out to y'all.
But I do want to ask you about your wing preparation stuff. Do you have any, how do you like a wing?
Nice and crispy. I do.
Yes.
So, I mean, I do a. My girlfriend really likes just straight up buffalo, so just Franks and butter.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like blue cheese.
Yeah.
Gotta go with blue cheese.
You're in good company, my
And
friend.
actually, I have a blue cheese recipe a blue cheese dressing recipe. It's mostly mayonnaise, but that's the secret behind most sauces.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
As
someone who didn't like mayonnaise growing up, I was shocked how much of it I was just eating already.
Oh yeah. Whenever what's a fancy sauce people?
Hollandaise, aioli.
Aioli is just aioli is just mayonnaise. Yeah.
Wetter mayonnaise.
I had something called fried egg aioli last week. Oh, it was weird. It was just eggy mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's probably just because mayonnaise is like egg yolk and vinegar.
Yeah.
Egg yolk, vinegar, and oil. I think, and just blended. And so, if you fry the egg and then you leave the yolk runny, you probably just mix up the yolk with the other things, and you have mayonnaise and a fried egg. Basically, I don't know how they prepared it there, but
we didn't ask. We should have.
Look,
but yeah, it is related to hollandaise. Hollandaise,
Yeah.
you got butter and butter, egg yolk, and then lemon juice. So you also have another vinegar or like another acidic thing in there.
we've been talking about doing another live stream. Here's a show idea for you. You come onto the live stream and you can cook, and we have multiple cameras.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
We'll check in on you.
The way we do the live
and you
stream
just make whatever you want, man.
is at our house. We try to have a camera in every room. You could just be in the kitchen, and we can check in on you.
I can explain what I'm doing. Yeah,
I
like cooking.
yeah.
I like this.
I'm making a pierogi casserole.
Oh,
I made a homemade cream of mushroom soup today. I make a bone broth where I get Costco chickens. They're like $5. Great.
Yeah.
And then I save 3 carcasses from the Costco chickens, put them in a slow cooker, and just cook it for 24 hours. Then get the broth out. You gotta have a good stock, right? Damn. And then did that with mushrooms, onions, and garlic, and heavy whipping cream to make this cream of mushroom sauce. And I'm gonna pour over pierogies with onions and bell peppers and shredded chicken, and then top it with provolone and broil it so I get a nice crispy top. Pierogies are like potato dumplings, if you haven't had them before.
Ooh.
Really good.
Man. Where was this during the Who Wants a Millionaire?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Well, that's where I was like, you should have cooked for you. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to describe the food I'm making at home in an hour.
I think it works. Well, listen, we got to get into our last segment. It's plugs. So if there's anything you want to say, non-plug, before we get into this segment. You got anything?
Non-plug? No. Everything I have is plugs.
All right. Well, do you ever listen to the show?
No,
No one listens to the show, Connor. Just play
It's
the
an
song.
embarrassing. All right.
Should play this on the computer.
I want a new plug. We looked for it. What's going on?
Couldn't find it.
Tell us all the stuff you're doing after I sing this song. All right. Brandau, what do you have to plug?
So The Secret Group, if you haven't heard of
Yeah.
it, it's a bar and comedy club and multi-purpose venue in East Downtown. We got all sorts of stuff. Most importantly, the Come and Take It Comedy Festival, November 7th, 8th, and 9th. We have Josh Wolf, Dulce Sloan, Andrew Rohrful, probably said that wrong, Andy Kindler, Daniel Van Kirk, Kieran Diol, lots of people, lots of very funny people, lots of really funny local comics and regional comics. Something like 60 comics. There are weekend passes available for $69.69. or VIP passes for $109.69. But there are also individual show tickets you can purchase. All that's on the secretgrouphtx.com. So check that out. Also, loads of shows every single weekend.
Yeah.
hopefully the Astros World Series doesn't ruin all of our programming.
Yeah.
I saw Thursday was a travel day. I was like, yeah. Dude.
I am definitely praying for a Game 6 victory for the Astros. Take the whole series, because Game 7, we're doing a thing.
Oh, yeah. No, well, hopefully we just sweep them.
Yeah.
Four games.
Well-
4 games and out.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I get that you want to win at home.
Yeah, I want to be around. I want to hear the fireworks explode.
I understand that, but that is 2 more shows ruined. So,
You're right.
This is really tearing you as a sports and comedy.
yeah, no, it's rough. We actually have a couple of really good shows during the home games.
You guys have a secret headliner tomorrow
Tuesday.
night that I'm
Secret
super stoked
headliner.
about.
Can't say who it is. It's a secret, but they've been on Comedy Central and HBO, and they're really, really funny. Then Wednesday, Paul Odo, originally from Houston, he won the Boston Comedy Festival, and he's been working on a one-man show he calls Elsa. He's going to be in the box at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Both of those shows you could catch, and then the show will be over.
Yeah.
And there will still be an hour of baseball left.
Yeah.
Right? So you can come out and see the important parts of the game.
Yeah, don't catch the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
You're right.
People
Baseball, oh my
falling on their
gosh.
butts. Yeah.
One of the games in the last series was like 5 hours long. It was, I
Yeah,
was
it
watching
was
it on my
pretty
phone next to my girlfriend in bed, and she'd been asleep for an hour. I was just like, golly.
All right. What about social media? You got
Oh.
anywhere we can find you?
Well, you can check out food pictures on my
Yeah.
Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. I think it's my name, StephenBrandau. I also got some comedy on YouTube. If you Google my name, it's me or a small city in California council member who's like 50 years old, and he's Steve, and
He's
I'm
also
Steven.
pretty funny.
Yeah, but so I mean, if you roughly know what my name is, you can probably find it.
Excellent.
Wow. We made it to the end of the plug song.
Yeah, we don't do that often.
No.
Well, my name's @NetOfTheDead on Instagram. Every Thursday, and this Thursday, I usually say that in a different order. Come to the secret group. Come see Feudile Society Improv. 8 p.m. only $5. See some fantastic improv. Chris Skelton's been gone for like 2 months. He's back from Thailand, so please come out this week.
Y'all are also doing a show on Halloween, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah.
That-
We're planning something real dumb right now. So.
It's real good dumb, I bet.
Yeah.
Wait.
You've been listening to the show, right?
Y'all are performing on Thursday night for Halloween night?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you want to plug what we're doing the night before, though?
Spooky stand-up.
Yes.
Yeah. It's our 5th year doing it. We got a funny trailer coming at you.
Yeah, I filmed 2 sketches this week that I think are grand slams.
It's gonna be
like
great.
That Altuve guy.
Everybody, come on out. It's gonna cost money.
Yeah.
I'm legally not allowed to tell you how much. But you should go to the Facebook event page to
Or the
find more
Secret Group
information.
website.
Or the Secret
Secret
Group
Group
website.
website!
Yeah, actually, just go to the Secret Group website tonight.
Yeah. Everything we're plugging is at the damn place.
So many
We're making
events.
this crazy.
It's
Just
crazy.
look for our names.
But yeah, that's it. I'm Cryptocurrency on social media. Brandau, I gotta say, you're one of my favorite Secret Group people. You really care about the scene. You give it your all when you produce the show.
For
I
real,
think you're
man.
damn good for the city, and you're damn good for our show.
Oh, thank you guys.
Now come cook at our house.
You have any
right.
last words before we go?
No.